Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with NM. I am NM and here we learn coding by building real projects together. Whether you are a beginner or leveling up your skills, you will be always taking something practical away. Let's jump straight into today's project. So today we are going to create very simple React Todo app with the help of React. The code is very minimal. There is a concept about the local storage, yes, which is very much important. And also here you can see there is an input box. Let's enter something and paneer. So once this task is done, because to do app is to add the task, what you want to do, what you want to do, like. So once it is done, you can click on it, or if it is done, you can delete it. Also, if there are multiple tasks, like let me add item 1, item 2, item 3. Now I want to clear everything. Just click on the clear all task. Local storage, I will explain you why we require the local storage over here at the time of coding. So if you are coding with me, let's jump into the code and open your VS Code here. So here you can see I have a folder live coding. Inside it, we will create our React project. Okay, I need to also follow the live chat. Uh, there is a chat option, live chat. You can ask the question, or if you didn't understand anything, you just comment over there. I will go through your chats, clear your doubt live here only. Okay. So before starting, I've just shown you the how what's the output is. Let's go through the project overview also. Again, I'm repeating myself. We are building a to-do app using React. So the feature will be the add task, display task, complete the task. Yes, completing means clicking on it. The line through the cut you're seeing, that is completing the task. Deleting task. Obviously, the local storage I have talked about, I will explain you detail while time of coding, and yeah, clear all tasks. This features we need to add. Simple. Now let's get into the folder structure. So first we will have our project name. Here I have live coding. Inside this live coding, I will be having React To Do app. That will be the actual folder. Inside that we will have other components. The source, inside the source we will have component. We need to create three components. Why I'm playing around the components, I will explain you later. So in app.js, which is the main app component. Okay, if you are aware of React, if not, you should be aware of very simple HTML, CSS, and JS to start coding right now, right away. Or else you can see this video, follow the instructions, and you can also create it. So the components I was talking about is to do form, to do list, and to do item. Why we required three this? Because I don't like my entire code into the one file. It's very difficult later on if you are trying to debug it, or also you want to add something, you need to go through the entire file again and again. It's best practice if you are using React. It's the best practice is create the small component, and then we can call each component as per the requirement. If you want to create the services, create a service folder and have the services inside it. We will talk about it later, what is services. I will be doing the APIs and service video live in my next live stream. Coming back to the all three components, the first one is to do form. It will handle all the new addings of to do. What a to do? The task, all the adding of tasks. Second is to do list. The loops through to do array and render to do item for each. Again, what will to do list do? It holds an array and render all the to do list items. We will see it in deep while time of coding. I'm just going on the overall projects view on the folder structures and everything. To do item handle displaying a single to do. completion and deletion action means on the very basic level we add, like example, we add paneer over here. It will handle the displaying of the paneer when once I'm clicking it go through the line through, which means here the completion. And also there was a delete button, I was clicking on it and that paneer item was gone. So this all we will be handling in to do item. All the list like paneer, I've had item 1, item 2, item 3, that will be handled in the to do list component. And again the entire form where you are, just let me switch to the UI. And this form, this is a form of obviously input and add button. If there is no task, we are saying no task yet, add one above the React Todo App. This all will be half in the JS and other things are inside the to do form. Okay, I think I'm very much clear about the folder structures and files. Let's start creating one. Let's start creating the project. So if you know how to create the React app or React project, tell me the command in the chat, or else I straightforward start doing it. Let's take 5 seconds. That let's see, whoever knows can reply in chat. I'm just, let me open the chat and wait for you all. It's very simple, very basic. If you are aware of React, then you all can. And no cheating, no cheating. It's very simple. Come on. No one. I just okay. Okay. I think this is the first time I'm going live, so I will just type here. Next time, I just want you all to reply that what is the actual thing. Okay. And also, first time I'm going live, so the setup is not. I'm not familiar with the setups. How to go live in this, but I'm trying my best. Okay, let's type it's npx. It's npx, then create simple was npx. It's simple, and this is the basic command create hyphen. Disconnected, reconnecting my UI. My OBS is disconnecting. So, okay, okay, that's something with network issue. Anyways, let's continue. It's basically simple npx create hyphen react hyphen app. This is the basic command. Now your app name. My app name will be react hyphen to do. Your app name can be xyz, anything you want to give. So I'm giving react hyphen to do. Simple npx space react hyphen react app. Just enter. The rest, this command will take care and create the React project. It will take some time, so we need to wait it. Meantime, you can jot down this or by it. It's very simple. It's a very simple command in PX. Also, it will install node modules. That's why it will take time. I will show you here is see the package.json has been created already. Now it is installing. If you see React DOM, React script, creating the templates. Also on top of that, it will install the node modules for you. So this simple command will take care everything. Before that, you need to have Node.js installed in your system. So make sure you have Node.js installed in your system, or else it won't. Uh, this command won't work. I hope instructions are clear. Now let's wait. It's meanwhile it installed the everything. If you have any doubt or query, you can ask, or else it's very simple project. We can go hand in hand. I am just typing my code, and there you see the code and type in your system, and let's see, we'll create. It's very minimalistic, but yeah, the concept is good. That learning about local storage, how the components within components, and how they interact with each other. This is the motive behind this project. It depends on system to system. My system is very old, so it will take much more time. If your system is new, and it will be done in, I think, few minutes, or hardly it will take 1 minute. You can also comment if you're not comfortable with the language I'm using in English. You want to understand in Hindi, I can switch in both Hindi and English. I will be using Hindi English. I think that's the correct word. The combination of Hindi and English. Or else it's fine. We will continue with English. It's taking a lot. Anyways, you meantime, if you're coding, done, done. So it shows it's added 1323 package in your system. It might be different, but it's nothing to worry about. So depending on the node version you have in your system installed, and here you can see all the other files. The top one is the node module, and then it's public. It basically has HTML and the other files, favicon, HTML. Basically, if you want it, you can keep it, or else you can change it with yours. Simply inside the source, app.css, app.js, test.js, index.css, and other stuffs. Okay, so first we open the packet.json, see the name React-to-do. What I have given is the same exactly in the version is 0.1.0. In your case, everything will be same, but the name what you have given us. Also, if you're confused how to start the React project, simply here you can see the start means simply we need to run npm start. Yes, we can edit the start script, but that I will be teaching in the later live sessions. So let's try it. Let's hit npm start and so if you directly hit npm start, let me do that. Let me do this. Let me make this. It's very small mistake. I think many of the people out there, the college students or the people who are learning React, make these types of mistakes, and then they thought, oh, something went wrong, something didn't install, they uninstall or they delete this project, and then again and again do the same thing. So I'm hitting npm start, and the moment you see this error, npm code enoent, it's there is no such file or directory, means you are not inside the right repository or else right directory. Simple. So first, if you see observe over here, I am inside the live coding, but we have created the React hyphen to do. So first we need to navigate to it. CD, and again simply I'm just hitting the tab, and now we are inside the actual directory. So now once we hit the npm start, it will start the project. So every time we need to take care this type of small things when you're working with React in VS Code. So let's wait and see. It will be same output. We will delete everything inside the app.js and we'll have our code in place. Before that, why we are doing this? We are testing everything is installed, and do we see localhost 3000, the React output on that localhost? Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but my system is running on HDD, so you can imagine how old it is. And today's latest system has SDD, so it's super fast. So we need to wait few seconds to get the output there. Again, this deprecating warning, so we can ignore this all. Okay, so this was my the code which I've already done. This output I've already shown and explained. We need to reach this, and here what currently we are doing it. We'll have side by side to compare it. What we are doing and what we want to achieve. Any doubt up till now, you can ask in the chat. Let me also open the chat over here. Okay. Superb. I think everyone is very much clear with the React. They don't have any doubt. No worries. That's good. 1 million years later, it's still loading. Ah, finally. Finally. Sarcasm. Let's see. My system understands sarcasm. Okay, so the screen, I think, if you're uh, coding with me, you all will land up on the screen. Let's remove everything inside and then let's have our code. Let's go inside the source. Here inside the source, you can just go to the app.js. That is the file which will be holding each and every code or components of us. So firstly, I will be removing this all, which is not required. And then for the testing purpose, let's say hello chat or everyone. And let's save it and let's see the output. See, so now we are good to go. This is the simple basic testing that we have created our React project. We have installed the React properly and also we are seeing the output. We have done the changes over here. Okay. So now, first for the styling purpose, I'm using Bootstrap. So we also need to install Bootstrap over here. And after installing, how we can check it is we need to go to the package.json and there we can check the Bootstrap library installed or not. So let's switch to, okay, here first in package.json, here in the dependency, can you see the Bootstrap? No, because right now we haven't installed it, but we need to install it. So first we need to, like, our local host 3000 is the local host server, so we need to, like, here done the npm start, it is hosting on 3000, so we need to terminate. So for terminating, control C and Y and enter. So it terminates the local host, and then we just need to simply hit npm I bootstrap, or you can do npm install, but it's one and the same only. But I go with the shortcuts, bootstrap and enter. So it will install the bootstrap, and we can see here inside the dependency in packet.json. It will take very minimalistic time, few seconds. Yeah, here you can see the bootstrap has been installed, version 5.3.0. Okay, so now before proceeding, let's create the component. You can't see the component folder over here, so let's create it inside the source. So we need to click on the source, and then here above in VS Code you can see the option of new folder. Click on it, components, done. Now inside the component we have already talked about to do forms, to do items, and to do list. This needs to be created. The extension for the React is JSX. So it is a file inside the component, so we need to create the file to do form and dot JSX. See, it identify the JSX as an React extension, so it automatically converts into the symbol. In your case, if it is not, there is some library of VS Code we need to install. After that, it will have this all symbols if you see. What is that library? I will giving you later on. So we have created the first component to do forms. We can go with the other one also. So see, by default I've clicked, so just click outside. By mistakenly we need to create the file. So to do list dot .jsx, and the last one was to do item dot .jsx. Simple. We have created those three components of files, you can say the React files, and and we have our app.js. So basic folder structures and file structure requirement is done. Now we need to code. So I don't require this import here. We will have our own import. So first I need to import here to do form and to do list, because we are using here that. Before that, okay, let me just, I already know, so let me just from. So how this works, simply I know what I need to input, which is to do form. Why it is not suggesting, auto suggesting me? Because I don't have anything inside to do form. So there is two way to import it. First, if you don't know, if there is something inside to do form like code and by default the export, the VS Code suggested you like you want to import this file, and then you just need to hit enter or tab simply. But if you don't have, we are manually doing it because I know what I'm building, what I need here. That's why I'm following the steps. So simple slash, okay, I know the file I've created, the component I've created is inside the component folder. Simple enter. Then again, I need to import to do form. Simple. It's that easy. Again, the second one in to do list and to do item, let's have something. So we need to have to do list in app.js. So here we will have our first code. Very simple and very basic code over here. So there are multiple ways to code in React, and make sure the file name or the component name here to do list, it should be same while time like to do form. Also I don't want to mix it, so I personally prefer the file name and my the function name is same. It's exactly the same. I don't want to get confused. Multiple people have their own style of coding, so they can follow that. I'm using basic function because this is my first live video. Next time I will go with the arrow function. For me it is very much comfortable and very easy, and I don't love to write extra lines of code for that. So arrow function is very much easy. I will be using in my next live and explaining how to use it if you don't know. Here I already know what I need to do. That's why I'm writing, but this is not a good way of coding. We need to code the basic things first, like inside it should be first like this return, then inside return now we will create the structure of our actual website. So what is the name of this file? To do list, and list is always inside the ordered or not ordered list. It's simple basic HTML. So I'm creating the list which is unordered list. Simple. Inside this list, what we will have? List items. That items I want it should be rendered from to do item component, which is the another file or component we have created. So how to do that? We will be seeing that. So we have this basic minimal code over here. I just want to quickly explain the auto import feature. That's why I'm doing this, writing this code to do list. Yes, done, save, go to app.js. Here, let's type import and see the to-do list is automatically suggesting over here. Just I'm hitting the tab. That's it. It's that simple. So either you can follow my way or your way. I think most of the people follow second way. They will first code into the components, and this is the necessary export default. If it is not there, then VS Code won't suggest you directly this. Okay, that's both way, a hard way. If you know the project and you know the division of your component, you can also import it. But the main thing is to import it in the right file, because to do item is not required over here in app.js. Why it is not required? It is required inside the to do list. Here we have the listing. Inside that listing, we will have our items. So that items will be imported in this file, And ultimately this file, to-do list file, will have our items and list both. So that's why in app.js we are directly importing to-do list. So this type of structure breaking you need to understand if you have a basic knowledge of HTML, CSS. Okay, let's move forward, and the first thing is to code the to-do item. Let's code this to-do item. So let's plan what should it be. We can go through our output also, but before that I want you to do some brainstorming, so planning how the real-time projects being created. So first thing first, function name. In my case it should be the same uh, as the file name, and this is a function, so parenthesis, it is a default function or the parameterized. We will see if the parameters are required if we are using it. That is the later part. This is the right way of coding. So okay, now what should be inside written? So I'll, again, the UL is there, means we have the list. Inside this we should have a IL, which is list item. So yes, there should be IL in this file. Got my point how I came to this conclusion why this file should only have IL, because in this to-do list we are creating our list which is unordered list. Inside this UL I want to have all the listed item, but that will be a massive thing to code over here in a single file. I like to make keep it separate, a division of the component. So basically what I'm doing over here is I this list items I've created another file and name it to do items. Inside that items I am having all the list. Simple. Okay, let's proceed. And also with this list we have demoed it. I have demoed it, so we have a delete button. If you remember, we have a delete button, but it is inside that list, so that button should be inside this list too, because each and every item of that list has a delete button. Again, I need to demonstrate us to explain it. Okay, give me a moment because both of them can't run on the same port. So I need to restart this one. Just give me a few seconds. Meantime, I can complete that code. Okay, so button, and we can have the button name as delete, DELET. Done. Save it. Okay, let's go to the output. This is done. What I was saying is, see, this is the delete button. Next, add. If I want to add burger, see, each and every list items have that delete button. That's what I was saying. Each and every list item has those delete button. So that is why inside our list we need to have those button. Simple. It's very simple. Okay. So I'm not sure how much you are aware of Bootstrap, mm, but I'm using Bootstrap over here as we have already installed it. So uh, if you not sure what is this class name and how I came up with this, you just need to go to the Bootstrap website. It's bootstrap.com. Go through the docs and you can learn this all class name. And this class name is, if you simply know the CSS, we use classes and IDs. So classes is generally we use for the styling of the elements in the HTML. It's simple. In React, the N should be capital and class name is there. Simply we use class in normal HTML. Go through this bootstrap library and you will be learning all this stuffs. Simple. So now basic to do item is done. We need to export it. So export default and yes, to do item. Simply it is done. We need to import in to do list. Where we need to import it? To do list, not inside the app.js, because this is required over here. So simply each and every import should be at the top. That's the basic rule. So here we have imported our items. Now inside UL that item should be going. Again, we need to think over this. So if I directly import the TodoItem over here, only one item will be there. So I want to create something like array, because we don't know user will add one or more than one. So how we can do this? So first let me add the class also here. List, I think it was group. This is done. Let's save it, and again we need to add arrays. So here before adding it, and I'm not sure you know how to iterate the arrays. Obviously, if you know C or other Java's and other programming language, you will say for loop or while loop or for each loop. But this all doesn't work in React or Angular or in JavaScript. So we have a concept called maps. It seems we use to iterate the arrays. Simple. It's simple, very basic explanation to this. Simple. So we will create a to-dos that I've already created above. If you see now, it's got highlighted because now map. Simple. And map needs one variable to iterate, so it will be to do, because that to do is my variable which will be iterating over to do's array. One with the s, one with the s is my array, and here without s is my variable which will be iterating. Simple, as simple as that. Here I'm using arrow function. We'll be explaining this later on. And simple, now here we will be calling to do item. Simple, we don't require this over here. Self closing is fine. Now map always gives an error for a unique key. So first thing is we need to have the unique key, and that will be of course the ID. Simple. And again toggle, which haven't created yet, the variable is about there. What all this I'm creating is props. What is props? I will explain you later on if you are not clear with the concepts of props and everything. So now this is complete. Now here if you can see, I'm getting an error. See, unexpected token. So what does this error means? Unexpected token. Is this complete? This is complete. Then what is missing itself? It's simply the map. This was missing. The error was giving on the curly braces, but the map parentheses were missing. Means this all, including this variable, this everything should come inside the map, because it needs to be iterated. The IDs, the toggle to do, the delete, everything should be iterated. The simple errors are there. I'm purposely making them to make you understand, because we are manually coding it, but there are very shortcuts to do this, but I don't prefer to do shortcuts. Learn it hard way, it is best, but you will learn it forever. So our to do item is done. Now let's do little bit changes over here, because this code works if there is the item added to the array. But if there is no item, if our array is empty, then what? Then we need to write one if condition. If to do, obviously that is the array, to do dot length of to do is 0, is obviously equals to 0. Simple. Then we need to return, simple in para. We can have, okay, let me just have this sentence. Remove, we will copy paste this over there. Simple, and it is done. I just also want to add the class text hyphen muted. It's light gray color, it won't appear in dark. Simple, that's text muted does. Simply. So our code for to do item is done. Now let's call it inside the app.cs. We already imported it, but we are not using inside that if, so it won't render in our actual website. Means it won't show in our actual localhost 3000 output. So here inside return, we need to have multiple things now. First is this, second the input box, the add button, and this is coming from, you all know now from where. Okay, let's jump on to the written one. So first thing first, I will create the container in my, if you are aware of my coding, my other videos, I always create containers inside containers. It's very easy to orient everything, to keep oriented. Then I will create h1 here, and again the class, sorry, the class name, and obviously I need text in it should be in center, text center, text primary, and it should be okay. Yeah, how I know all this? MB should be 4. So I've done it. So that's why I know it. You need to try and error. This is the only way you need to learn the CSS. Without actual doing it in your system, you won't get it. What's the actual way it should be for you. So I've copy pasted that. If you want this icons, which is known as Unicode symbols, I will just comment this all icons in the chat. So let's save it and see the output. I think the other one is running on 3000, so it will ask us, yes, I want to run this on some another port. Okay, it started, so this is not required now. Let's see the output of it. Say in any error you will see it. We will fix this error. See, done. The nothing, everything we have done is not loading over because we have imported that component to do list, but in actual inside the return here we didn't call it, so we need to call it. So now before, okay, let's call it and see. To do list, here it is, simple and straightforward, and there are other things to it, but right now we just, let's check. Okay, see, it's called length. Oh, the spelling of length. Oh, where is this? Cannot read the property of reading length. Okay, I got it. So it's simple. We need to have this to do first created in TodoItem because we don't have anything over here. It is here we have not defined the to do as an array. So first let's do that to do, then everything I have declared there we need to declare over here. It's again what we have declared is, see, the to do, toggle, delete, and this three are the same. It should be here in to do item. Now let's inside return we have this li button. Okay, let's save it and let's complete the code and then we will move forward. So inside this li is done. Now we need to have that strike through. That strike through is basically, it should be first. For that I need a span over here. After that, just style, inside style. Now it's not the same how we have style in directly you write the style and you in HTML and use it. We here it's a bit different, so we need to have it in that way here. So it works in double curly braces. There is a term for this double curly braces. I want you all to write in the chat. If you don't know, ask me in the next live. I will be giving you. If my students are watching, they know I teach offline from last 8 years. I'm teaching offline. I'm not familiar with the online world that much. I'm trying this live for the first time, but yes, my offline student knows what that double curly braces. No. So simply I'm using here. There is no if and else because that will be increasing the lines of code. I'm just using the ternary operator. If you have learned this in C or any other programming language, it's the work as an if and else. The text decoration I'm applying on this span. I'm applying a style. That style is text decoration. If to do is complete, sorry, the spelling of completed, I'm missing the p. If to do is completed means, then if this is true, then make a line through, means strike it. If it is not, then don't. And also, while time of striking, I just want to change the color of it because we are applying the style. We can do as much as styling as possible over here. So same, if it is completed, then make it gray. Simple. And I love the orientation of the code, proper spacing and everything, because if others is going through your code, it should be readable, or else it should be black, bold and black. Don't mess out the commas here, or else you will get an error. Let me just orient my code. Aha, done. And this I'm just doing for myself, changing the cursor to pointer. Simple. So this is the style over the span. Now we need to close the span. Inside the span, what should we have to do? Text. Simple. Now this is done. This to do is done. So everything, this styling and everything is applied on the text. What is the text? The text is the item we are adding. Simple. That's it. Also, I want to decorate the class name. So that is huge. I just already have the code. I will just pick this and paste it over here. It's just group item and it's simple CSS aligning it and creating those styling to it. Nothing else. Now inside the button, it should also work once it is been clicked. So on click function, Again, if you are not familiar with onclick, please go onto the internet and just search how to use what is onclick function, why we are using it. Simple, it's very simple. The explanation is simple. And here we are deleting with the help of the IDs. From the props, we are passing the IDs, and with the ID, we are identifying that this item is unique, obviously with the help of IDs that we have created while the time of iteration in the map. It's the same ID though here. Let me orient this also, and you should come here. Simple. The code is done. This is the list. What we have done over here is this is the list. And one thing is missing is it won't work. This one, this will work unless and until we have to write the on-click logic, which is logic is not done. But this won't work, the span, because one thing is missing. That is on-click is missing over here. Once the user has been clicked, then the style and everything should be applied. So that logic we need to write here. So simple on click, and same again, same thing. Simple, and it should be, yeah, you already guessed it, the toggle to do, we have already created that. And again, this should be done on same thing, the ID. We are doing everything with the help of IDs, because this is the unique ID which will be differentiating in all the other items. When, for example, this will this is an example. Paneer will have the ID1, so the burger will have ID2. ID1, ID2 will be not there. It will be generated a random ID. But for the explanation purpose, I'm just saying this. Okay, okay. So this is done. Let's save it. Let's save this file. Go to the app.js. Let's save it. Let's come to the output and let's see the error is gone or not. Okay, now the error is gone. Everything is gone. So don't panic. Just we go to the console. We will see what's the error. Cannot read the property of length. Okay, that is gone. That is gone. Let's clear this console and refresh it. Now again, it's saying the okay. It's all shows to do list 4. Okay, here in to do list line number 4, here what I've done is, okay, let me quickly fix this also. Okay, done. Okay, got it. So back to the app.js. Now we need to create the actual to-dos, because why that error is coming again and again is here the reading length is undefined, because the to do is we are saying array, but our code knows it is an array or not. No, our code doesn't know it is an array or not, because we haven't created it yet. So we will create, sorry, we will create it right now, but in app.js. So everyone come to app.js if you are coding with me live. Okay, so here first thing first, we will create our const to do. Now to create in an array, there are multiple ways. I will be using states over here. If you know the concept of states or not, I'm not sure. If you do, it's very good. If not, so comment down in next live. I will be explaining you, because that will be take another half an hour to explain what is states, and it is very much important topic. You should know states, use effect, and everything in the React, because that is what all React is about. So again, here we need to import the state also, or else again it will show undefined or something error again regarding use states. Simply use state and it directly imported it. So we have created to dos and set to dos. Let's move forward, and also we need to have the add button over here. Let me go refresh this. Meantime, we can see the input box. Okay, add button. So here we need to have the input box and add button. We'll fix those length error. It's not a big deal. Before that, I need to also complete the structure of the HTML here. So let's complete this. We only have the h1 over here, so that input box is coming from to do forms, and we don't have anything inside our to do forms. So let's start with functions, simple functions. What will be the name? Now you know what will be the name. It should be to do forms. Simple, straightforward. It's a function, so basically it is a function. Done. Why you extra bracket curly braces? Let's shift enter and export default. You know that. So to do form done. Basic things are done. Now, what should be we will be having inside to do forms is first we know that there should be an input box. So we need to have written simple done. Return is done. Now inside return input box, in HTML also there is a rule you directly can't use the uh, input box, a radio button, checkbox, everything. It should be inside the form. Why? You should tell me now this. You should tell me why we should always have everything inside the form, especially when we are using input types. Okay, just comment in the chat. Oh, I'm not seeing chat. Let me just switch to chat. Where is my live window? Okay, what's I'm not a streamer. I'm a core hardcore developer, so it's for me it's very difficult to go to the YouTube and search chat and everything and other stuff. So funny, I'm a tech guy. I can create tech, but it's finding difficult to use it. Okay, let's back to coding, which I'm good at. So yeah, we created an input and the type, obviously tab or space, anything is fine, but I'm giving a tab. The type, obviously we will input text as an input, and then class name again, uh, you can go to the control, go to bootstrap, and you can placeholder, or it is enter a task, simple placeholder, enter a task, simple. And value is much required. Why we use value in input? Task will be our value, and we will have on change. Now if you are aware with HTML basic coding and JS, in inside input we will have on change. Once user click P, okay, it's changing. A, it's changing. That's its on change, means it's event trigger with the values. We are going with the values. We are setting the task when this event should trigger. The event should trigger on the change of this value. Simply this means, if you still didn't understand, I will make an offline video on this, on when to use on click, when to use on change, when what is the event trigger, what is everything in XYZ. To explain everything in live is very difficult, but yeah, I will, if you want, just comment it down. I will explain in an offline videos. And set task, setting task, what needs to be done is, once the event dot target, and what target, what we are hitting over here is value inside that input box. So it should be the value inside that input box. Hope it makes sense to you all. If not, just comment it down. Again, we need to have that add button. So our input box is completed, but we also need to have that add button. So button, and it should be simply add add, and I want styling. So class name, it is green color. So btn is basic styling of the bootstrap, means button, then button, and green color is success. btn success, simple. And you want some round edges, so I'm doing this. And the type of this button, there are types of multiple types of button. So this, see, this is cheating. This is cheating. Button reset submit. We want to go submit. I was going to ask you all, oh, how many types of button is there, but ultimately my screen shows that is VS Code is suggesting everything. This is a cheating. That's why I suggest, if you're starting with the web development or for any type of coding, don't use VS Code up straight. Go with Sublime Text Editor or normal Notepad. You will learn coding. It's hard way, but hard way is the best way. That is my saying. Hard way is the best way. You will learn it for lifetime. Simple. So this is done. We created an input form and button. Also, we need to have a handler. Again, we need to have a handler, and for what we need to have handler, this task also we need to prevent it from many things. Let's wait and see. So let me, again, I'm creating an array over here. Not it's I'm setting a task. Done. This should be simple. Use same thing, use state. Why we are creating a state over here, and it should be empty. Why empty? Because here you see I don't want any value inside this. Any value inside it should be by default empty. And from what prevention I was talking about, prevent it, from what prevention we want to prevent it, just wait, I will explain you that. So if we have any value over here, for example hello, and the value of this input box is this task, this is not an array, it's holding a one value, we can create it and as an array or creating as a variable. This variable is being controlled with the help of this function. We will be just having that function over here, set task. Again, if you're not familiar with the use state, you need to learn the use state, or else I will create a one video offline over it. So now we need to handle it. Once the user click on add, which is a submit button, so we need to add an handler. The name of the handler is handle submit. Make sense how the namings and everything is done over here? Okay. So when this will trigger on, what it will trigger, it will trigger on an event occurs. When that event will occur, when as soon as the user inputs anything inside the input box and hit add. Okay, done. So we need to prevent default. What does this does? Again, add to do. Again, the T capital should be T capital, and what we need to add is, sheh, the tab is worst thing. I need to array. Just a second. No, bro. Okay. TAS task, and this should be small, and now I can have this. I was not using tab. I was creating a parenthesis around that task, and the VS Code was automatically converted it into something else. I didn't. Again, the set task, and it should be empty. Simple. As simple as that. This is our submit handler button. Means as soon as the event is trigger, prevent default means don't clear it at that time. After adding add to do, the task should be added inside our array, the list. After adding it, then the set task will be clearing that input box. I hope that makes sense and you understand it. I'm not sure, but it's very much clear. This is the concept. It's very simple. Nothing else in that. We need to remove this hello from here. And let me just clean the code a bit. Yeah, extra spaces. Let's remove it. This is required. This is required. Okay. Now one thing is missing. That is from where this add to do is coming. So this add to do, now your code is complete. From where it is coming, we will check. Okay, now it is done. See, you don't need to go to the output to check the errors. Here is the warning: to do form is defined but never been used. So we have already defined to do form in which file? App.js file. So it shows a warning which is ignorable. But if there is any error, is assigned a value but when never been used, this true error is there. So we have assigned a handle submit, but the value is never been used. It's saying that. Simple. Okay. Uh, so inside a form, I need to have some style, means to arrange that complete text box with that add button. It's also on submit. Now we need to call that our handle submit. Now this warning will be gone. Done. Let's save it. See, it is gone. Only one warning is to do form is defined but never been used. Because this form, after the user click on the add, this form will be submitted. If you have tried the submit button in HTML, your entire page will be refreshed. So the value won't be hold and added to the list. That's why we need to have a handle submit. In that we are preventing, before getting the page refreshed, we are calling add to do and we are adding the task. Task is nothing but the text, the input from the user. After that we need to clear it because we have prevented it. Then we need to clear it. Then we are setting the task here. Use state. The state is setting. The set task is setting it, means it clearing it. Set the value. Set task, what it does, it's set the value. Here the value is to clear it out. Have an empty string. And now this submit handle is complete. But when it should be called? When the form is being submitted, then the event handler, our event handler should be triggered. This was the simple logic in this very small code. Hope you understand this all. Now let's go to app.js and continue our codes. Okay, now we have completed to do list. Also now we can call to do forms. That warning will also be gone, that to do form has never been used. Now we are using it and we are passing the props of to do over here. And now what needs to be passed? Same thing. I don't want to jumble up with the multiple variables and get myself confused. So the prop name and the what needs to be passed is same. Now this add to do, we need to create it. It's not been created. So the every very tiny detail logic will be here. So to bifurcate that, first I will have comments. Basically I don't write comments in my code, but for the explanation I'm writing it. Let me just now zoom in so you all can see the structure and the code clearly. Now not sure if you can see it. If you comment in the chat, it is visible clearly. Bro, only if you could help me enhance my React skills, I will suggest your channel to everyone contact of mine. Bhavesh, sure, I will help you in enhancing your React skills. Just rate yourself in React out of 10, and which part you don't know and which part you need to work, or else you can start with scratch. Simple. We can start with scratch and you can enhance your skills. Okay. Just bear with me. I'm doing live stream first time. I just need to switch multiple windows. Not aware of this how to go live and everything. But yeah, Bhavesh, you can connect me on my Insta. You can DM me, and we can take it from there. Okay, back to do forms. Okay, so again, const add to do the props we are passing this is a variable const from here. Now what this needs to be done again, the variable or the function or anything, so React doesn't work like that in detail, it's something else. But here you can see add to do is variable, it will be holding multiple things, and that is first it will be holding the task which is coming from the to do forms which user has been added. Arrow function, again the importance of arrow function, I will create an offline video if you comment, and if you're not sure how to use the arrow function, what is the difference between the functions and the arrow functions. Simple. Task, again now what if condition trim, this all is the plain vanilla JavaScript, it's nothing to do with React, it's vanilla JavaScript I'm using. Simple. Const new to do, it's again equals to now. mm, Date text and completed as false, and okay, this I will be keeping as empty for right now. Why I'm keeping it empty, I will, because we have initially we talked about the local storage. Right now we haven't done anything and talked about anything about local storage, why we required storage over here. That all I need to explain it to you, then I will have this code, but I'm setting this up that why we need the local storage and everything over here. Again, set to do's. So what needs to be set is triple dot to do's, means the entire array, and new to do's. Let's save it. Okay, the add one is done. Now we need to have the logic for toggle, delete, and clear all. So before that, we need to have the clear all button also over here, which is not there. So before that, we need to complete our to-do list. So now I'm just going into the coding mode, and I won't speak for a bit, but for 2 to 3 minutes, and let's complete this, and then I will go through the explanation and we can wind it off. So to do's, just let me switch to chat screen if done replying. Okay, those who are coding with me live, just comment I'm fast, or you want to go back to any of my screens, I will go back to that screens. If you want to do form, to do item, to do list, anything else, just comment and I will go back to that file. If I'm going fast, I can go slow also, or else I will continue. Okay, to do this OS small bro here. Okay, let me just check. Okay, okay. Anyways, this was the mistake, but okay, it's fine. Naming is fine, but we don't need to make it. Okay, this is done. Toggle to do, this will be also same, the toggle to do. You all, I don't know, I'm not sure you are all aware with the concept of props in React. So this is what I'm doing. This props from this file means app.js from this file will be passed down to the TodoList component. Simple. This is done. This is completed, and then now, okay, it's just this all should be here. To it's for to do list, and this should be the arrays. Okay, now it is done. So make sure you go to the to do. Here we have toggle and delete, toggle and delete, and we need to pass the to do itself to this file. So we are passing to do's to toggle and delete. These three props are required to do list. So coming back to app.js, and let's cross verify is we are passing to do's to do toggle delete. Simple, and this is a self closing element, so we need to self close it. Done. So this is how we cross verify. If you're not sure what props we have created, just cross verify. It's simple, it's nothing too big. And again, it should be greater than 0, and at the same time, and if you familiar with that and logic, I'm not sure you if you, it's a very basic logic, I think you all are familiar with that. Here inside it, we will create the clear all task button. Why we need to have the to do's dot length over here is again the length spelling. Just because if there is nothing added to the list, we don't require this clear all task. This button should only show when our array has more than 0 items. More than 0 means at least one item. Simple, at least one item. Then it should have clear all task. Simple. It's as simple as that. And just let's decorate this with styling, BTN, BTN warning, I think is the yellow one. And I think, yeah, done. Here, this is complete. But again, on clicking it, nothing will happen because we don't have written that logic. So first thing first, on click, and on click it should clear all. Done. We need to create clear all. So let's do it right away. Again, I'm adding comments for you all guys. I don't. This is not best practice to have comments in your code. You should write your code in such a way that anyone is going through your code is it is understandable. For example, like my variables const clear all on click clear all means ultimately this button if hit been hit or clicked or trigger, it will be clearing everything. Simple, that means. So your code should be in this way, neat and clean. Mhm. Done, and set to do's again, because we have created to do's use state, that to do's set to do's will be setting our to do's. So it should be empty array. So how the empty array is declared in this way, simple, sorted, or this button clear all is done. This is done. Now let's see what is undefined. Here we got too many errors. Okay, this toggle to do is undefined. Line 23 to do forms is not defined. Okay, we will go through each and every error. First we complete our code. So this what it's saying. Here it is to do's. Let me just to do, and in app.js the O should be chotu chotu O. So one error has been solved. See, to do list is not defined. So to do list, here the O is okay. this one. Oh, second error is gone. Toggle to do is not defined in app.js line 2443. This one is they are talking about, and delete also. Yeah, we haven't defined this two inside the braces, curly braces. So we need to define those right now and then we can move further. Okay, so let's define that. So here I am declaring DELE delete to do. Again, we need to delete one. Once the delete is hit, one item should be deleted. So first thing first, the same name it should be there. Delete to do, simple, same. We are doing it with the help of ID. I've already explained you that unique ID and everything. I will show you that too, how the unique ID uh, set to do's. At that time we are setting the to do. Why? Because if we have 10 items, 5 items, or XYZ items, if we are deleting one items, that again the to do will be refresh and that item will be gone. That specific item will be gone, but the other items is there. So to do filter we will be using. Again, the filter is the plain vanilla JavaScript. This functions is I'm using extra bracket, extra bracket. Again, for iterating, I'm creating this to do. Like in map, we have created to do for iteration. For your filter also we need to do, because how what filter does, it's also iterate and then try to find it the specific ID we have specified to delete and other things. Okay, one bracket is missing over here and done. So to do ID should not be equals to the remaining IDs. So to do this done, delete is done. Now toggle one, yes, the second is toggle one. Let me quickly check the chat. Okay, not sure. So first thing first, the same name it should be. Okay, I'm just cross checking my live if everything is going fine or not. Okay, done. It's fine. I see it. Okay, where were we? Where were we? Ah, to do, yes. Let's create some space. Yeah, TOGGLE toggle complete. Toggle to do, it should be the name. So const toggle to do, yes, and then same thing again. ID, half of the code will be same if you understand it. So you can do copy paste also, but I like to code it. So again, setting the to do's. Again, to do's here we should iterate it with the help of map. Again, we need to have one variable which will be, now by for it it's obvious, to do. And again here inside the curly braces, yes, curly braces, because we are doing, so I won't use it. It's uh, you can use it, but there are when to use it, and then you need to practice simple JS. Again, every to do should be here and then completed, COMPLE TD completed. If not, then to do's dot. I will explain you this line. Just give me a minute. Let me complete this and here to do. Simple stuff. Missing out this and just ignore my typo. UNST const. Okay. So set to do map dot to do. Okay. Here, what uh, we are doing is, so to do dot id is one ID and for example we have 1 2 3 4 5 IDs. I'm searching for the ID number 3. So to do ID means 3. If triple equals to ID means it found ID. Then if it is true, this condition is ternary, obviously. I've used question mark, it's ternary operator. I don't want to use if and else, it will be again and same thing. So same thing means I've explained it before that why I'm not using if else, it increases the number of lines of code. Again, question mark, why ternary operators means this part is true. If you find that ID 3 3, if you find that ID, then inside it, all the things inside the array and complete it. Two things. Again, if not to do dot completed, then to do. It's very, I should break down this code and explain you, or else I'm not getting it. If you are getting it what I have written over here, so it's very simple, but I just make it in single line, make it complex. It's simple that we have all the set of items inside that map. If you find that ID, if the user has clicked it, it's completed, then the other should be there because it they haven't clicked on the completed ID. Yes, it's making sense. I'm not sure because I'm not getting the people who are watching me live, they aren't commenting anything, so I'm not sure it's the concept is being clear to you all that what is this line of code to. Okay, simple. This is this. If not, you just commented offline. Let's comment on this video. After live, this comment, this video will be offline. You can comment it. You didn't get this, and I will post an explanation on that comment of this line. Moving ahead. Okay, so toggle is done. Toggle is done. So let's go through again. Uh, Add is done. Again, toggle is done. Delete is done, and clear all. We have four things. Uh, we can add it, we can toggle means we have completed our task, so we are clicking it, it's line through, that is also done. Delete is also done, clear. Now let's save it and let's see this 2 lines of error are gone or not. Save it. It's not saving or what, just give me 1 second. Save. Okay, so it shows the same error, line number 24. Okay, that's DELE to do, perfect, it is there. Toggle TOGGLE to do is there, compiled with one error. Okay, let's go to output now. Clear the console. It's refreshing, it's taking time, my system. Let me switch from live to okay. Done. That's, I was switching through live. Okay, now also let's add the logic of use states, sorry, local storage. Okay, let me first save everything. Save, 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 and save. Sometimes VS Code gets stuck. Okay, this is done. Let's say when now we will moving to the logic of local storage, and then I will be explaining why we are using local storage here. First we will code it and we will see the output, the things we want to achieve. Once that is done, then we will move on to the explanation of local storage, why it is required. I will demonstrate you, that's it's very important over here. Yes. use state, use effect. How slow my system has become. Come on, load it fast. This is done, 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 done. Huh. Meantime, I will go and check. Okay. Okay. There's an error. Same error. Cannot read the property of undefined. Okay. To do list. See, the error is showing over here. Let's just debug it. But I think the error is let's go to okay. This this to do is something we need to check from start. To do list. Okay, someone is perfect, 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 perfect. To do item. Okay. To do list. Okay, done. Why it's app.css is open here. Okay. This we have declared in to do list. We need to. We have to do's dot length over here. Let's clear this and we will TODOS. Okay, I need to type TODOS dot length LENGTH equals to 0. Same error. Okay, 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 okay. After just line 37 means it is now the error is gone from here. This is the error for this to do. We have declared it. Okay, let's first complete our code quickly. So I will be using use we will be fixing all those errors. Don't worry, don't worry. I just want to. There is much more code. There's much more code is left to do. I just want to clear thing first. There's something messed up with my keyboard. See, I'm just pressing T. It's not working, so I need to come over my laptop to just code it. JSON dot parse. Why we are parsing everything? I will explain you. Just local storage stuff. Just bear with me. Get items, and the items will be T is not working, and to do something's wrong with my keyboard. If stored, then set to do to stores, and here you all are aware of this, so it's good. It's not, let me done. Used it, it's automatically imported. You need to import it if it's not automatically imported. Also, again, I will be using use effect. This all why we are using it, I will be explaining in a few minutes. Let's use effect local storage, and then we need to set the items. We are setting what items? We are setting two do's, then converting into stringify, and again, oh, finally it start working. The T starts working. Let me try. So it's very difficult to come there and again simple, and this will hold the complete to do's. So this one is let me just add comment load from local storage, and this use status we are saving to local storage. storage, there should be a space over here. L should be capital. Perfect. So this code is to loading from local storage, and this is saving to local storage. This is done, but there is something, it's not so. We need to have a saved to do for all this to work, and from local storage, then we will need to get the items, and that items is again the to do's. uh, come back again, to do's. This is done, and then we need to return also. The return will be, and this all we will be doing inside the this states, so I will be editing that. Because state is responsible for updating our to-dos, the set to-dos and everything. So save to-dos, and then understands, again my OBS disconnected, only strings. It's reconnected. It's too much of challenge going on live. Anyways, okay, so we need to just have this all inside states. Let's save it. There is still an error. No, our everything is loaded. Let's clear it on again. Okay, everything is loaded, but there is something missing. This is very beautiful, but why this is not beautiful? Although we have already added the bootstrap. Let's confirm that. Let's come to our packet.json. If you see the bootstrap over here. So why it is not working is because we need to also add the bootstrap uh, styling link. So let's go to the bootstrap official website. So let's scroll down, copy this link. The first link include via CDN this, and come to our code base inside head, if you see at the end, if you want to add it, it's fine. Inside head, wherever you want to add it and save it. And then when we go to our, voila, it's done. Let's now check. We add paneer, hit add. It should be adding. Oh, it's added, but that paneer is not there. It's a simply some variable issue. We will fix it. Let's click on it, but there is nothing how we can delete it first. Let's delete it. Delete is not working. Should be an error inside our console. Okay. Okay. Each child in the list should have a unique key prop. This is the first issue. No worries. Invalid event handler property on click. Do you mean on click? Okay. This is a typo of click and click. Let's close this. Come to, this should be capital bro. Let's save it. Come back here. Let's refresh it. Now delete is not a function. Type error. Delete to do is not a function. Okay, so this is something new, but this should be gone. Okay, to do items. Let's to do item. So this unclick has been fixed. Also here click. Okay, this is, now that one error should be gone. Let's clear the console, refresh the page. That error is gone. Okay, this is the error. We will fix this. We will fix this. Delete to do is not a function. We'll fix it. It's showing line number 14 in to do items. This is the line number 14 into item. We will fix it. We'll come back to this. Before that, there is a one another error. It's each child in the list should have a unique key prop. So it is saying each child in the list. So that's why we have created that ID thing. Also, it is in the to-do list. It shows here if you are seeing, it is visible. I'm not sure how small it is. To-do list, if you click on this, it will directly navigate over the actual line of code or the file. So to-do list here, it should have the unique key. So we have already provided the unique key, but yeah, let's see, it's the key in the prop means the ID is not passing. Let's see what's the issue. So let's go to our code. Also, this is not visible. That thing is not visible. So means our text, the task is not visible. So first thing first, let's come to our to-do list. To-do list. Here is our to-do list. To-do map, to-do, and key. This all I think. Let's first you get oriented. Now key is equals to todo.id, which is there. We have passed that ID. We have also we need to pass. Now let's and console. Let's close the bootstrap. It is not required. Now let's see. Okay, the same. Let's enter item one. Okay, again it's okay. I've added the key. What's your problem, bro? What's your problem? I've added it. To-do list. Okay. Again, let's check it. It's 5:30 a.m. in the morning. To do. Okay. Uh, okay. To do item. Here is to do item. I've imported it. To do item. So to do item has keys or not. Let's go and check the to do item. I've come to the to do item. List is the span decoration. On click is now fixed over here. Here we don't have on click. Okay, here on submit is there. On change C is capital. Okay, to check that issues. Okay, so to do text, which should be inside the span. Perfect. Okay, I think a text decoration is to do completed line through or none. So this is done. Color to do dot completed gray or black. This is done. Okay, if this is the thing, our mouse is also not. Where is that? So many tabs are open. Okay, span. Done, 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 done. Just give me a second. Okay, okay. I was getting a someone's call on my phone. Just need to go through. What? Okay. I just I just forgot what was the error. To do delete is not a function. It is inside the to do item. No, to do delete to do. Okay. I think it's some typo issue from my side. Let me quickly check in to do item first. Here is D small, T capital, D small again. Now come to here. D small, T capital, T again, D small, T capital, D again. Let's jump to app.js. D small, T capital, D small, T. Okay, this is fine. Typo thing is fine. To delete. Okay, let's come here and app.js here is to do delete. It's with the ID obviously. Set to do's to filter to do's 1990. Okay, done, 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 done. Okay, again I'm getting a call. Just give me. Let me meanwhile restart my this VS terminal. Meanwhile, I will have the pick up the call. Just give me 2 minutes. Hello, hello, hello everyone. Sorry for late BRB. My parents are awake as they usually awake at 5:30 and then asking me what are you doing, whom you are talking. So I was explaining them what does life means and life coding and life other stuffs. Okay, let's get back to the code. Uh, where were we? I think let's say even see the errors and other stuff. If something is there, we will fix it. Okay, okay. This was the error. The name is not coming, and uncalled type error. Delete is not a function. In to-do list item, let's go to our code first. First thing first, we need to cross verify the props name. So this delete props is in the I think passing from to do item to do list and to do app. Okay, okay. There is one system in VS Code. If you enable Control S, it will format your code. So make sure you enable it so it will be automatically formatting your code. So this delete to spelling is same. Let's copy this throughout and I will paste it from here. Here it is same. Here it is same. Here it is same. Here it is also same. Here it is also same. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, I got the error. Let me just control plus plus. Here is the error. This all needs to be in curly braces. The code was not mistake, only the this is now if you see, yeah, the item one has been. Let's clear the console, refresh it, and there is no error. Let's add another item 2, item 3, item 4, and item 5. Let's try to delete it. If you see, it's deleting very well. Let's again add few items. Item 4, clear is also working. Okay, let's go to applications and local storage. You can see the keys and values, how local storage stores. It stores in a form of string and also the keys and value. The key is to do because we have declared it as to do's, and the array is the value, the array of string is the value. So let's add item 1. Okay, it's added. Let's add up to 5 items. Item 5. Here, single from, yeah. So here you can see it's the array of string with the IDs. There's a random ID generated and text. What we have given is item 1 and completed it false. If I click on this item 1, it is bold and black. Let me zoom in a bit. If I click on it, it's strike through means it's line through and it's gray. And also if you see here the zeroth one, so array starts from 0, so zeroth one is marked as true, means it is completed. Let's go with the fifth one. If you see the last one, it also says it is true. If I re-click and again it value change, it's false. This is why it is happening, because we are using the use state property. So the state of that particular item is being updated we are clicking it. So what's the benefit of the local storage is, for example, if item 1 is done and I've deleted, I just refresh this page. Every time refreshing without using the local storage, everything will be gone. So I've refreshed it, everything is intact there. Let me just comment the code and just in app.js, it's loading and saving to this. Let's comment this both of the things. Comment and comment and save it. I've saved it, and now just go to the output. And now if I refresh after deleting this everything, now let's delete it. Although see there is also one in the here. We are saving it. Let's comment it now. Okay, I will need to remove this complete thing. Let me quickly undo this. It's complete thing and only have this in place. Used it and it should empty. Okay, let's wait. Okay. Usage is defined. Okay, that is the warning. It is ignorable. Okay, let's delete, and also refresh it. Again, it's holding the value. It's due to its loading. We have that, and our this VS is. I'm not sure your VS Code does this, but we have phase in offline lecture also. We have phase. My VS Code holds cache values, so that's why it's holding. Also, it is returning here. So if I comment this and it's assigned a value which has never been used, that is comment. So now if you see again that the error will be there of length if I comment this. So one thing is if I now it I say there is no save to dos. Okay, anyways, I will explain you directly what does why we are using this. You just don't well time of you coding, just don't code this all stuff, just have only the use these things. I'm getting late, it's 6 already, need to sit on job at 9. Ah, okay. So basically, if we delete everything, everything is gone. If we want to hold item 5, if I refresh this, it's hold because it is getting from my browser. Local storage is a temporary database. Local storage is a temporary database for the browser. Unless until you close the browser, it won't clear the local storage. So if what if I close this window itself? So let's open a new tab. Let's close everything, and then I've hit the local host 3001. See, it still holds the item 5. Simple. If you add other things, it's also hold. But if you close the browser, it will be gone. Uh, so this was our complete React To Do app, and you got the importance of using the local storage also, where we can use this if you are creating an e-commerce website. It's a real-time application, so you've observed in many of the e-commerce website without logging in, you add many things to the cart, and then you click on the checkout, then they ask you to log in, and once you log in, everything you have added to the cart before logging in, it automatically added to your cart once you logged in. How that is happen is to happen with the help of local storage. This is one of the example of local storage. What I am saying is a real-time example of local storage. Yes, in the online nodes you have that works the same. They everything loads in the local storage. So this was our complete simple basic to do app. If you have any queries, any doubt related to this video, make sure to ask it in the comment. And if you have other queries or you want me to do any other projects on React, just give your suggestion, and want any help on the React, just comment it down. So this was the, and I will be, there will be multiple projects I will be doing. This was the first one. I've started doing it live. This is the first time doing it live, or else I teach offline only. So that's it for today's life. Keep coding, keep building, and keep pushing limits. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More projects coming soon. This is NM signing off. Bye.